I think now we have Mr. Gupta from JBM. And since in the opening session and even the very theme of this 3-day event is smart mobility, and in the context of smart mobility, all of you must be aware that 5 years ago we had the Smart Cities program being announced by the Government of India. And as part of that smart city, smart mobility is a very important element. And as I understand, the JBM group is actively involved in assisting various municipal bodies or cities where municipal bodies where smart city is being implemented, whether it is Mumbai or Gurugram. So I would request Mr. Gupta to tell us how this journey has been so far and what are the sort of issues that they face, how they have overcome, and what is the road ahead. Mr. Gupta.
And good afternoon, my industry colleagues. This topic of smart mobility revolution is something, from last more than 5 years, we all are listening various jargon around it. How it's building up, how it can be done, such a complex subject with, you can say, more of variables, less of to do how. Whether it is standardization, whether it is in terms of technology adaptations, whether in terms of financing, whether in terms of operation management, I think in last 5 years, lot many discussions across the value chain, across the various stakeholders, whether it's the governments, the private, the users, anybody who is part of the transportation journey. But nevertheless, two fundamental things which come very clearly. One, the public transportation and electrification is very much a local subject. Local in the way, at a very particular location specific, you have to see how it can be derived. Secondly, in terms of execution for such a large country like India, where every state, every user group is an independent, how we can bring synergies, how we can optimize in terms of the complete executional strategy. So something we can say under the head of business model. So I must say this whole electrification of public transportation, the key outcome of last 5 years, multi-level discussions, multi-level engagements, is all about a business model, which finally we all are witnessing today. In terms of numbers, if I talk, Department of Heavy Industries has already framed under the FAME 2 policy, very clear subsidized plan, how the state transport undertaking can adopt electrifications, followed by the Niti Aayog, the MCA document, which has clearly defined how, as an executional strategy, how the operational strategy can be worked out at various levels. Followed by these two, there are more than 20 RFPs and tenders which has been released, which has been now under executions, and close to 2,300 electric buses numbers has been freezed, which you will see in this financial year itself running around various states and cities. And in total, out of more than 5,500 for intercity and intracity, so this is a plan for adopting public transportation on ground. But while setting this context, the journey ahead is also not so easy, because given the scenario on ground today and the challenges in terms of making everything operationalized, it's need a lot much of planning. It need a lot of feasibilities. It need a lot of course, the financials to put for a long-term sustainability of this whole operation on ground. So today, I would like to share with all the dignitary present over here, while executing in India, any such public transportations, right? So what kind of a challenges in terms of taking the things on ground one has to foresee before completing in any business plan? And then in terms of we as a JBM group, since we are very, in the forerunner of this whole evolution from more than 5 years, have learned a lot how we can make it a successful execution on ground. So this way I will drive you through this whole journey of ours.
Gupta, if you can sort of 10 minutes में कर देंगे?
Sure,
10 minutes.
Absolutely. So this is all, we all understand transportation is a key to make sure how we can address our pollutions on the road. And in case of, various options of, looking for an alternate fuel, so definitely electrification is coming at an edge today, giving the dynamics and the ecosystem which are under progress. And in terms of public transportation, definitely that is the key driving, which is, looking very much practical on ground today in terms of electric buses and e-autos, and as a aggregator, the passenger vehicles. So if we see as an ecosystem in terms of building up those product lines, so these are the, various elements which were kind of a challenge. If we see in the background, like the battery, the charging infrastructure, the complete, government policies. So how all those things put together are making this whole journey in a more practical now, because most of the things are taking good positions. The systems across the market as a value chain is building up. And through this whole evolution process, two good things which has come up is, one, support for Make in India under the government's phased manufacturing plan to support for getting that subsidy, and then the infrastructure ecosystem building. So if I summarize this whole context, so these are the questions which come as a part of the planning and learning, while thinking about even how we can run public transportation on ground. So fundamental thing, what should be the charging strategy? Because this is some unknown element today even. This is something you can make a product. Once you define your parameters, you can define your battery. But this is something which is very much on ground realities. One has to face that. Now, how does charging strategy affect the battery's life cycle? Everything is a related item. Now, it's not just a two isolation item, infrastructure and a battery or the bus. So how the combination of these two in an integrated piece, how you ensure its scalability and sustainability? And then in terms of business plan, what are the capitals is going to happen? How the operation and maintenance is going to be planned? How in terms of deployment, and most importantly, how the power infrastructure to be taken to the particular depot location, which is already not having sufficient power. So these are the very, very practical challenges which come as a context before taking any step towards this particular execution plan of a public transportation. So if we see further in terms of even the land, most of the locations, they are not equipped to be ready for the electrification. They are not ready for supporting e-vehicles in terms of maintenance and operations. They are not equipped in terms of the readiness of the grid connectivity to that stations. So how to bring up these things? So that is where I believe, as a part of the government model of putting up GCC, gross commercial contract, making one front party responsible to coordinate with everybody. Suppose if it could have not been there, if it is in an independent thing, so then it could be adding more complexity and challenges. So now at least under one umbrella, there is a user group who define the operational route planning, the visibility on the ground in terms of carrying the passengers. But on the other side, in terms of as a SPV, in terms where the operator, the OEMs, and the infra providers. We are working together and making sure the whole executional planning should be a single integrated plan of making sure the required per kilometer journey of the vehicle and the infrastructure availability to support that, whether it could be a full charging in the night or it could be an opportunity charging during the daytime. So, besides all those then planning challenges, how one can fix the best fit technology of chargers. And charging technology is again, in itself is a big subject today. It is evolving. It is still not defined. It has its own variables, whether in terms of standardization, whether in terms of availability of the product in India market, whether in terms of O&M for next 10 years. So how one can decide its technical parameters, its economic parameters, its operational parameters. So these are the stuff which are again evolving. As an example, one can correlate these things, how the telecom infrastructure has been evolved from 2G, 3G, 4G, and now we are talking about 5G. So these all things are related in terms of bringing operational efficiency, making sure how we are bringing that collaborative efforts along with OEMs, along with technology development, and all those things. Again, nothing we can say has been finalized today. It's evolving. So it becomes a very big challenge if we are on a financial side as a business plan, if we are implementing these things, how we will make sure for next 10 years it is going to sustain on ground. So that operational planning and efficiency in itself is a big issue which we are struggling, but we are definitely taking forward. And then these are the operational planning. So all the points which I have just summarized is based on our journey in Mumbai, which was our first project which we have implemented. But that journey has given us a lot of learning which I thought could be helpful to everyone over here, for sure.
How many buses in Mumbai?
Yeah, so in Mumbai, currently in Navi Mumbai, we are running 30 buses and which are fully operational. And as a user feedback, 2-3 good feedback I would like to share. One, the end user cost of traveling has not been increased. At the same cost price, they are enjoying journey in the EV with an AC comfort, noiseless, and best of the interiors in terms of the bus. So that is how, in terms of social upliftment of our society, this electrification has been added, along with the other part of operational and the performance and other stuffs. So these are the user feedbacks and the service. If anybody is there in Navi Mumbai, please enjoy that.
Mr. Gupta, in the interest of time, can I?
So these are the executional learning. I will not take much time. I think I have already summarized. As a quick, these are the kind of an infrastructure building blocks. Maybe later on anybody can discuss with me. These are the, as a EV charging ecosystems, you have to talk about generation to consumptions. And then we are talking about green mobility. So how we can introduce renewables as a part of the generations. And this is again as a blueprint, as a solution approach, how we can cover it up. And these are the 2 product lines which we are manufacturing as a JBM. So in nutshell, as a part of the business execution, making electric buses in one business, building and running it on ground as an infrastructure, as a charging provider, as a e-mobility solution provider is another business. So in final, I can say it's a business of let's all charge up together. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. Gupta. That was a very impressive presentation on the challenges and the experiences that you have gained in your experiments in Mumbai. Can I just ask you one thing? So if, let's say, you were to give one recommendation or maybe 1 or 2 recommendations to the government to upscale the overall electrification of transport in the country, what would those 1 or 2 points be?
In this whole electrification process, the most important element is the availability of power from the grid connectivity perspective and continuity of that power. And in terms of, the per unit rate of that electrifications. Because these are the 2 elements which has a direct impact on making the whole operation as a viable business case. And secondly, in terms of, running the operation, since the infrastructure has been built based on some today's given assumptions and parameters as a route planning. So tomorrow in case of due to any city, replanning or any modifications, so it is going to have a direct impact on, rebuilding the infrastructure. Because the routes and the, it's a dynamic word in terms of making your number of hours availability in night and day, how you have to sustain that. So suppose in case you change the route, your kilometer, passing through from the depot to the road and then to the terminal charger, so all will get changed. So if that change, so how to rebuild the infrastructure will become a challenge. So these are the two things, it is not just a topic of electrification for buses only. Now it is, like the way we started as a smart city, it is like a city planning. As an integrated city planning, it has to be considered well today itself. Whether it's a part of, security systems, city transport systems, or city development systems. So it has to be an integral part, or in case of any modification, has to be well taken into consideration. There is already an infrastructure dependent system is running on ground. So if any modification, tomorrow you bring one flyover and say no movement on the road today, so that whole circle will change the dimension. Then everybody has to suffer. These are the 2 points I thought could be helpful.